Today, another electric vehicle startup says it plans to go public, but Tesla investors aren't worried. That stock continues to race full speed ahead.
Talked about the potential in the battery day.
When Tesla holds its battery day on September 22nd.
Do you think Tesla Battery Day will be a bit underwhelming?
National Battery Day
has been circulating with this background for Battery Day.
But I keep coming back to September 22nd. Battery, that's Battery Day.
At Tesla's Battery Investor Day.
What will Elon Musk say on September 22nd?
Present. I think it's going to actually blow people's minds. It blows my mind, and I am, I know it.
So September 22nd, as you mentioned, that's Tesla's Battery Day.
I think we'll take it far more seriously when Tesla holds its Battery Day on September 22nd, and that's when you might see the battery that can go for ages without charging. With Elon Musk, who knows?
I think it's going to actually blow people's minds. It blows my mind, and I am, I know it.
Kevin in Colorado, aka your Tesla pilot, and we are talking about
Tesla.
That's right. September 11th, 2020. Here we are, 19 years after the deadly attacks on our homeland. May they never be forgotten. Exciting episode for today. We're going to talk about the SuperCycle in tech, especially with EVs going on. And we're going to start right now with a little video from Phil LeBeau.
Us to Tesla. Now, it's not news that Tesla stock is rising. It's been rising for months, but it's rising so much, so fast. Tesla is up more than 14% so far this week, and as a reminder, it's only Tuesday. Since the beginning of the month, shares have jumped about 32%, and today is only the 12th trading day of August. The numbers keep going up from there. In the current quarter, 75% higher and counting. And in the past 6 months, 120%. 2020, 350%. And in the past 12 months, Tesla stock has gained about 760%. I mean, it seems nuts, especially when you remember that competition is coming from all sides. The standard bearers of the auto industry like Ford and GM are building and releasing flashy new electric cars. And disruptor hopefuls like Nikola, Fisker, and Canoo, which just announced today that it will go public, well, they're coming for Tesla's customers too. But CNBC's Phil LeBeau explains why a lot of investors don't think the price action is crazy. In fact, they think it's set to keep running higher.
Three things are driving shares of Tesla higher. First of all, many investors are saying, look, it's likely to be included in the S&P 500 sometime in the next couple of months. That will drive more fund managers to buy the stock. At the same time, Tesla shares will go through a 5-for-1 split at the end of this month. So people who hold this stock at the end of this week will participate in that. That will bring the average price for a Tesla share down to somewhere in the $350 to $400 range.
Tesla's been trading flat most of the day, down about $3 at $3.68 a share.
And the belief is at a lower price point, more retail investors will then buy the stock and push it higher. The second thing driving this stock higher, the performance of the company. It posted a profit again in the second quarter. It is doing well in China. Sales are strong.
And speaking of China, Barron's reported today that Tesla is actually going to begin to export cars from its Shanghai Gigafactory into Asia as well as Europe. This is a great thing for Tesla and Tesla stockholders because the cars manufactured in Shanghai are at a much higher margin for gross profit for shareholders and Tesla.
So people are looking at Tesla and saying, these guys dominate the electric vehicle market right now. When you say electric vehicles, you think Tesla. You don't think of other automakers. They have become the Kleenex of the electric vehicle market, and that's expected to continue growing. And the third factor, Elon Musk. People are looking at him and saying, he's had success at SpaceX, he's had success at Tesla. I like what he's doing. He may be controversial, but I want a piece of that. While there's no shortage of people who are saying, you gotta buy Tesla, you gotta get in now, there's an equal number of people who are looking at shares of Tesla and the fact that they're up 25 or 30% in a week or a month, and they're saying, this is nuts. And the reason they believe it's nuts is because it's hard to put a valuation, an accurate valuation, on Tesla's future profits.
To make Phil's point, he says Tesla shares rise as UBS doubles their price target. So their analyst, Phil, raises his or doubles his price target from $160 a share up to $325 a share, where these analysts really don't know what the heck they're doing, how to evaluate a company like Tesla. I'm just going to double it and guess, and when my buddies do it, I'll double it again. This so-called expert, Phil Hummel, in January said he had a sell rating on Tesla. How much money would you and I have lost if we sold Tesla back in January?
And in the past 6 months, 120%. 2020, 350%.
Well, it's a damn good thing you and I didn't listen to Phil.
People look at Tesla and they say, yes, it's growing, but they're only going to sell maybe 500,000 vehicles this year. Compare that with General Motors or with Ford, who are selling 10 times as many vehicles as Tesla. The difference between Tesla and established automakers, it's the growth potential. Tesla is growing quickly, especially in China, and its global market is expected to continue to expand. And people look at that and they say, yeah, it's a rich stock, may not have a valuation that makes sense, but I want a piece of that.
So as we see all these new innovative EV makers enter the market, why this is such a great thing for Tesla. Competition brings strength to the top. The creme de la creme will float to the top, and that's exactly what we see in Tesla. We want competition. It makes people better. That way they're not just coasting like Apple has since Steve Jobs went. Truly, what has Tim Cook done for Apple? But yet their stock is still on the rise. By all these innovative companies coming out, whether it be Lucid Air or Nikola with their new GM merger, or the new Hercules company that you may or may not have heard of, we'll talk about here in a moment, Xpeng. The key and catalyst to most of these startup EVs, other than Lucid Air as an exception, most of them do not have a single product to market. Here's an example of something you can't buy. This is a new truck by Hercules called the Alpha. Pretty badass looking interior. So all these new companies entering the market, Lordstown Motors Corp, Rivian, Neuron EV, Atlas Motor Vehicles, Bollinger Motors. And with this Hercules, it says it has a super powerful battery. The main attribute of EVs is a battery, of course. Hercules has already secured an agreement for a revolutionary technology that will be introduced to its product line by 2025. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't think it's going to be too revolutionary 5 years from now. Do we think that maybe Tesla might have another battery day between now and then? Probably. You cannot go and buy any of their electric vehicles. Xpeng, I think they had, less than 10,000 EVs sold in China so far. So nothing even close to up to production, scale, and innovation yet as Tesla. Good thing for Tesla, as Tesla continues to innovate, there'll be somebody else who will come along and have a better idea than Elon Musk. And Elon anticipates that, and he knows that, and he welcomes that. We want the EV transition to start into the SuperCycle, where now we're seeing the ICE makers, all the GMs and Fords, BMWs, Toyotas of the world, and Volkswagen, who's on the leading front right now, come to realization that, hey, we have to get on board the EV SuperCycle that's happening right now, or we're going to be left in the dust. Well, that'll wrap it for today. As always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your valuable time. We'll see you on Monday for another episode of Talking About Tesla. That's right.